What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Poor Michigan Reviews. I apologize in advance. I'm rosy cheek, guys. I just had to literally snow blow my driveway. It was like 2.5 feet worth of snow drifts, completely buried. So I hope you're enjoying the snowpocalypse of 2022. It's been very stellar thus far. I did work today, but again, came back, had to unbury the driveway, guys. I'm like sweating, I'm drenched. Excuse me for looking this way, but again, I don't really care. So we have a beer because, guys, I need one after the amount of work I just put in out in that driveway. We have, because I enjoyed the Willettized 2022 version so much from Lagunitas, I had to go dig in the cellar for the 2020 variant. So here we are, not variant, the version. Coffee, Willettized Stout with rye oak barrels, guys. Again, nothing's different, 13.1%. I loved it so much. I gave it like a 4.9 out of 5. This one is 2 years aged. So I don't know how good it's going to be. I love the fresh coffee. I love the fresh barrel. Of course, this is sat at room temperature in the darkness for the last 2 years. Let's see what this is about, guys. Good smoke coming off the top a little bit. We have the little bourbon glass. Here we go. Pouring very normal, but I will say so far, guys, a little bit less creamy. Like this year's version, the head stuck around, but it wasn't normal. This one does have some head retention, but the other one was like a thicker, foamier head. This one's a little bit lighter, still kind of Dawn soapy around the edges. You can kind of see it swirling around, so it does still have some of that head retention, but it did dissipate a little bit quicker than the 2022, so let's go to an aroma. We don't need to go over what it looks like. You can see it. Okay. Coffee is mellowed out. A lot less coffee. A lot more dark fruits coming out. Like I get a little hint of fennel in the vegetable category. I get a little bit of dark licorice, dash of dark chocolate, some roasty toastiness in here, a little bit woody from the barrel. But again, I think the dark fruit is the biggest thing sticking out. I'd say like these dark raisins, dark chocolate raisins, a little bit of plum, dried fig, if you will. Yeah, and I'd say there's a little bit of that fudginess underneath, but it's not like that rich chocolate ganache I was getting out of the 2022, guys. Let's dive in and see what this one's about. Definitely a little bit different so far. Cheers. Coffee is very much subdued. It's been faded quite a bit. The properties in this beer are kind of a little bit less enriched. They're a little bit trimmed back and kind of blended together. Again, the dark fruity, raisiny, plummy thing is sticking out more than anything, and that's what I was getting on the aroma. Again, less of the coffee roasted char that I love. I don't get that as much in this. Vanilla is more soothed and smoothed out amongst the malt bill. The sweetness is a little bit higher, I think. I think I'm just not getting like the roasty coffee that I like. The barrel has definitely subdued itself. It is not as enriched and abundant in your taste buds, I guess. I don't. It's just everything is blended together. But all the things that I love about Lagunitas Willettized is now kind of hidden a little bit more. They are there, but that chocolatey fudginess has kind of blended into dark fruits. Again, I keep going to this like chocolatey raisin plum. Whereas the other one, you can point out the dark fruits amongst being on their own category, kind of. Amongst other things, like you can get the coffee separated from it, you can get the barrel separated from the malt bill, you can get the vanilla and the woodiness. This doesn't have that stuff as much. Smoothed out, barrel is hidden. Drinkability is fantastic. I've lost some of the qualities that I love about this beer. It's just a little bit too submerged in the depths of this beer now. chocolatey dark fruits, a little bit of roasty coffee, a little bit of vanilla woody barrel. It's kind of boring now. It's more boring. Is this a fantastic stout, barrel aged? Yes. I love it fresh. This is absolutely not as good as the 2022 fresh version. I loved it so much. I do think it was just better. It is very possible that version was just better than the other versions in years. So let's take that into consideration, guys. I like this a lot. I'm just critiquing it to show you the differences freshly in my mind where I just had that 2022. And we do have more. Let's not forget, I could crack open another one. And I might, because this is just one of my favorites. 2020, a little bit boring, a little bit more subdued, a little bit culminated, and turned into a veteran in that bottle, where I kind of like the young qualities in this beer. Fresh. So, rating. Still damn good. Just more dark fruity. 4.15 out of 5. Yeah, it's just not as good. I want more of the coffee. I want more roasty char. I want more of the chocolate ganache, fudginess. Just a little bit more hidden in this. So that's my opinion, guys. That's where it lays today and lies. So Lagunitas, Willettized, 2020 version. Thanks for being here. I'm Dan. I'm over and out. Catch you on the next review. Cheers!